Hi everybody, I'm Rhonda with the Stitch in Time Embroidery Designs, and today I'm going to walk you through all the steps on stitching out this Eastern Tiger Swallowtail that Jonathan digitized in a freestanding lace style design. Isn't it beautiful? Front and back are equally as beautiful if you just switch out the bobbin threads to match the top threads as you stitch it out. We used 2 layers of this mesh type water soluble stabilizer in a hoop. I have it here in a hoop where I used a 6" by 6" brother hoop, but it also fits in a 5" by 7" brother hoop. The design itself is 3.91 inches tall by 5.13 inches wide. The stitch count is right over 20,000. You'll get this sheet to go along with it with all the design info and the color changes, giving you a list of the colors that we actually used in the design. So we're just going to stitch it out, and then we're going to cut it out of this water soluble stabilizer, soak it in some water and let it dry, and you can see that you'll have a nice beautiful little butterfly when you're done. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with some water soluble stabilizer, the wash away kind that looks like a thin fabric, and we're going to roll out enough for 2 layers. We want to make sure it stays nice and tight in the hoop, so I always like to use 2 layers. On freestanding lace, we'll just lay the top of our hoop down and cut enough to fold in half and have 2 layers there. And make sure that you are using the water soluble. There's a poly mesh cutaway that looks really similar, and I think lots of us have accidentally stitched freestanding lace on that before and then found we couldn't wash it away. So make sure you are using the water soluble one. We do offer these nice little stabilizer, in the hoop stabilizer tag set that you can stitch out like I showed in the beginning. It was on my roll. Make sure it's drum tight all the way around. And we'll go ahead and take it to the machine. Okay, so I have 40 weight polyester embroidery thread in the top. I also wound a bobbin with black polyester 40 weight embroidery thread in the bobbin. And we'll get started. And I will speed up this video because this design does take, I think, 36 minutes to stitch out at 600 stitches per minute. So we don't want to watch it through the whole thing. We will speed it up, and that way we'll get it all over within a few minutes. Throughout the design, you will see that I stop for each color and change out the bobbin to the other colors that I'm using. Your instruction sheet does include all the different colors that I used. Of course, you're welcome to use whatever colors you like also, but it's there in case you need it. After the black is finished stitching, it's going to stitch down this whole little like grid thing, which holds the butterfly design together. And that's how we get freestanding lace to stay together. Once that water soluble stabilizer is washed away, it has to have a foundation to hold everything together. So that's what goes down first. And then the colors and all of other stuff will be laid down on top of that. So let me speed it up and you'll be able to see the whole process. Okay, we have the butterfly all stitched out. Taking the hoop off of the machine, we're going to take it out of the hoop and trim the excess stabilizer away. Close to the butterfly, but not so close that you may accidentally cut any of the stitches. So leave a little bit on there. And I have a bowl of warm water. You'll find if you use warm water, it dissolves quicker than it does with cold water. Okay, before we soak it, we want to trim away any of the little thread that may be sticking up on the back from the tie-ins and tie-outs. Sometimes it gets trapped back there. Jonathan actually likes to take the hoop off the machine and trim those after each color change so that they're not there except for the very last one. And he does have all the tie-ins and tie-outs except for the orange one hidden underneath the body of the butterfly in the center. Okay, so we have it all trimmed up. That's the back of the butterfly that you're looking at right now. Looks just like the front. And we're going to grab a bowl of warm water, or you can just rinse it under the sink in a food strainer. We like to do that too. I just have it in a bowl of water here because I was making a video, but normally we just use a regular food strainer and hold it under warm running water in the sink. So just let it soak like that until you see all of that stabilizer just kind of disappear. And then we're going to grab a towel. Okay, so just lay the towel down. We're going to take the butterfly out of the water. All the stabilizer is rinsed away. And we're just going to kind of blot the excess water out with the towel. We find sometimes that if you let it dry on a towel or paper towels or something, and you don't have all of the stabilizer washed out, it will kind of stick to the towel or the stabilizer. So we just like to blot it dry, and then you'll shape anything that you want to shape. We want to spread out those antennas just a little bit and just lay it down and let it dry. It might take a little while to dry, not too bad. And that's what it looks like when it's all dry. You'll find the colors lighten up a little bit when they're not wet. It looks beautiful on the front and back. And there you have your little butterfly. All right, so we're all done. We have our beautiful butterfly all stitched out. It's dry and you can use it however you like. I have some displayed behind me in these cases that I found on Amazon. The light's a little shiny on it, but basically it's a piece of plastic on the front and the back, and the frame opens up so you can just kind of have it in between there, and it looks like it's floating. It's a cute way to display them. I have put them on a wreath. I just finished with a greenery, I think it was boxwood wreath, where I put the butterflies on, and it looks great to use them like that also. If you go to our website and click on freestanding lace, you'll see some categories there, and one is butterflies, bees, and something else. I can't remember what it is right now, but you'll see this butterfly and this butterfly and this paper kite butterfly, a monarch butterfly, quite a few freestanding lace butterflies there, and Jonathan loves to work on them, so you'll find some more there soon. He's working on a Luna moth right now that's coming out really, really pretty, so hope to have one like that online for you soon. Anyway, have a great day and happy stitching. Bye.